Today I have a pretty cool strategy for you guys inside of Astra Malorum to grind out camos, XP, weapon XP, whatever it is you want to use on this double XP weekend. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. I've already tried recording this video once, but apparently the entire 30-minute video, my mic was off, so that's kind of unfortunate, the problems of a content creator. But today we're going to be covering a strategy that is fairly fun to use, and I use it actually a lot inside of Astra Malorum, just to grind out some rounds, grind out some XP, camos, whatever it is you want to use it for, you can definitely use it for. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, I did bring in the Akimbo Akita shotguns because, boy, are these things super fun to use, and it's hard to kind of put them down, I'm not going to lie. But that being said, this should be a pretty interesting game. It should be fairly fun, so let's do this. Now, I'm trying to stack up a little bit of essence before we do end up leaving. We'll probably end up getting out of here this round. Probably would make good sense, so we can get the power turned on and everything. Now, the only specific thing you have to do is pretty much keep the door close to Wisp T. So you pretty much just want to go from the left side, open up this one door, grab the power part, and then run the other way around. Like, go back to spawn, circle back. Bada bing, bada boom. It's relatively easy, it's relatively simple. So let's grab that right there. Now, all we need to do is just go back the way we came. I'm so excited, dude, because I mentioned it in the one other video that I did about the Akita shotguns, and not sure if many of you guys listened to what I was saying, but I am gonna hop inside of Curse later on today and try and unlock as many relics as I possibly can. I haven't really played much of Curse. Like I mentioned in the one video, I played maybe a total of like 3 games of Curse, one of which I got the Dragon Wings and Ashes of the Damned. The other 2 was just to freaking enjoy the classic point system. So I'm definitely excited to try it out again, man, and start actually unlocking the relics so I can get the camos, because that's one thing, man. It's being so stuck on getting Prestige Master and getting Infestation and grinding the Mastery camos, you don't really play as much as you would think of those other modes that don't really help that cause out a lot, you know? So I haven't really played most of them. I haven't really done most of the relics. Again, the only relics I have is the Dragon Wings from Ashes, so I got a lot of catching up. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are enjoying the new Akimbo Akitas. I definitely am having so much fun using them. Again, dude, it's going to be so easy with this to now get the level 250 Mastery camo for this bad boy, which is kind of a cool little camo. It's an animated one, but I must say, as I have unlocked a few of them, the camos look better in-game than they do in the main menu. So always think about that when you're going to go for a camo, that most of them, or the ones I've unlocked, you know, some of them I was been like, I don't really want that, thing kind of sucks. But once you unlock it, it's way better than what I thought it was going to be. So we need to go grab Juggernog real quick. We need to try and get some of our perks. But the strategy is a fairly simple one. It's pretty much just keeping a door closed and keeping our back to a certain point of the map. What do we got? Flavorless gum. We don't need that. Can't convert that to nothing, so we'll leave that in the gobblegum machine. We can just finish this round, try and get as much essence and salvage as we can before we hop inside of this strategy. There's another purple gum. Okay, we're going to try and get some more essence, get some perks going, and then we'll hop inside of this strat. So for this strategy, I would recommend using Toxic Growth or Ether Shroud, and I would recommend definitely using the point turrets as well. You can start with them, so why the heck not? They're really good. But all you're going to do is pretty much just come up on the stairwell and camp away. It's fairly easy to do. I would recommend putting Toxic Growth behind you. That way, you know, it doesn't go away, because if zombie kills, it kind of just stays there. And it's almost like a sense of emergency. If you do get overran over here, then obviously you can back up to it. Now, on this stairwell, the only entrance is right here, so you can sit all the way back here, zombie free. This is such a good camping spot for teammates, co-op, single player. Doesn't really matter what you're doing or how many people you got playing with you. you can do this strategy. And it's very, very good to farm out XP, weapon XP, all the good stuff that you might need inside of zombies, or whatever it could be. You can even use this to farm gobblegums inside of the game, as it's fairly easy and simple to do. It doesn't really require too much effort. I mean, it does require somewhat of a decent weapon. I wouldn't really recommend doing this with the Shadow SK sniper rifle or the Recon, you know, or just something that is slow. It's not gonna be the greatest with, of course, because you got constant zombies coming at you. They're fast, they're quick, and they're deadly. You might sometimes get Oscar to come over here. If you do, yeah, you kind of just got to lead him away once he aggroes onto you. So just be super cautious of that. With this Shotgun Akimbo Legendary Rarity Pack 3, you can kill him with it. So it is pretty nice for that. Let's try not to go down right here. But whenever he does come over here, you just have to leave. It's the unfortunate reality of Astra that every strategy is like this. Unless you trap him, which I will have a video in the future on how to trap him in a certain area of the map, which is fairly easy to do. But yeah, you kind of got to be a little bit cautious whenever he's around so he doesn't kill you. But what I do is I just lead him away and then just continue going on about my day. Eventually, he will unaggro onto you and he will just venture onto another part of the map. Sometimes if you kill him, then he will respawn in another area of the map as well that'll kind of just stay away from you. So, you know, do what you want. I would recommend for most people that are starting to just lead him away. Lead him to another area of the map. It takes a little bit of time, but it's going to be worth it, especially if you're kind of nervous to try and fight him or nervous to even remotely get close to him and try and kill him. It just makes the most sense. All right, we're back in our strategy. We got rid of Oscar. I went ahead and went and killed him. But now we can pretty much just chill up on this stairwell. This kind of reminds me of the Shattered Veil strategy, back where you could just sit on the stairwell as well. So nice whenever you got strategies like this inside of the game, because it almost gives you a sense of chillness whenever you're playing. You can still keep grinding, you can still keep shredding, you can still keep leveling up very, very fast, but you don't really have to train around. You don't have to pay too much attention. I mean, obviously you got to pay attention a little bit, but it's not as much as you would say if you're training around inside of the map, right? But other than that, it's a fairly easy strategy to use inside of the game. I know it definitely makes grinding camos extremely easy. One thing I've been doing with these Akimbo Akitas is shooting one and then shooting the other. Obviously, because you have that overheating thing, so it kind of can keep a constant fire going without having to really worry about the overheat. Every time one's overheated, the other one's ready to go. So it is very, very nice inside of the game. There we go. We're going to have to go triple pack real quick. Might as well be able to keep shredding these zombies as fast as possible. I kind of wanted to try and get this thing Prestige Master this game, but I don't know. We'll see. I was quite a bit of levels away, but I'm slowly getting closer now. Obviously, it's double weapon XP this weekend, so that's very, very cool. But still, it still takes a little bit of a grind. It still takes a little bit of time, but we'll see. I think max on this is 43, and I think right now I have it like 36 or 37 now. I started this game at like 34, 38. Okay. We're getting close. We'll definitely be close this game, I will say. Shouldn't take us too long to kind of finish this gun out and get it master, which would be extremely nice, actually. There's a bonus points. Love it. Love to see it. There's a nuke. There's full power. Okay, cool. Grab more of the salvage right here. We almost have enough for epic rarity, which will definitely be nice. Our toxic growth is still kind of chilling right here. One of them. Two of them. I don't know. Not many. Yes, the Oscar's over there. He's just chilling over there. Got really nothing much to worry about with him. Keep coming, Ravagers. Right here, man. We can just sit here and shred them as they spawn in. There's our max. Look at how easy that Ravager round was. Pretty much like the Parasite rounds back in Terminus with the Wonder Weapon room. That strat was very, very OP. Now, it's not necessarily like that with the zombies, of course, but for the special rounds, it is. And those special rounds can definitely kill you. I've died quite a few times to Ravagers just because of how crazy they can be, especially back in the beta. They were menaces, dude, on Van Dorn Farm. They seem to chill out a little bit now, but still, they definitely can still destroy you. Okay, these zombies are all almost dead real quick. There we go. We can just finish this round off real fast, no big deal. We do now have enough for epic rarity, but I don't really need to go grab it right this second. We're kind of chilling. I can pop my toxic growth again. That way we can get it all to spawn, or to continue progressing that. We can throw down a turret. help me kill some of these zombies a little bit. Yeah, I definitely recommend using those as your lethal, unless you obviously love to use something else. But when I think of the lethals in this game, you know, grenades and semtexes are cool and all. They might help with like the power spots over on Ashes of the Damned, but the turrets, man, they just shred zombies through every single round. You know, there's not a specific round where they don't. So it definitely is nice. Can throw another one on the ground as well. Here we got a nuke. We can just finish this rounds. No big deal. I might as well go grab epic rarity while we're here, because I also can get a vest. We definitely should try and make it a point to start buying a few more plate carriers in our games. I definitely go down a lot because I forget to buy those. Sometimes I just choose not to, give myself a little bit more of a challenge, but that's not always easy to do. You know, it definitely is hard because this game is meant for you to have a 3 plate on round 30. It isn't meant for you to be running around with a 1 plate, so you definitely can pay the fiddler whenever it comes down to it. We already have Oscar back over here. We're trying to let this stuff just cool down right now. Put down that toxic growth. I don't even know if that'll really help me kill Oscar. It might a little bit. Deal a little bit of damage to him, but he's quick through there, so it doesn't really matter. There's a nuke. Does that help with killing Oscar? I don't think so. But I know the shotties do. Adios, amigo. We can head back over here. But yeah, this strategy is very good for pretty much everything. I definitely recommend using it. And you could just use it to grind camos. You know, I know a lot of you guys are still on the camo grind, so trying to grind out bloodstone, all that stuff. So it's definitely something that you could use for that. Now, obviously, if it gets too chaotic for you, just turn the rampage inducer off or reset your game. You know, you don't always have to sit in here the entire game. Because trust me, if your gun can't keep up with the rounds, it is going to get a little chaotic inside of the game. It definitely isn't meant, like I said earlier, for those slower weapons. It's more of an AR, LMG sort of strategy. But that's really all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below, and I will see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.